How's it going, YouTube? My name is Zerda, and this is my story about being 26 years old and living with psoriatic arthritis. I've always known that there was some kind of problem in my hands, my knees, my back, my feet, but numerous doctors just counted it off, said, "Oh, it's nothing, it's nothing, don't worry, you have pain because you play the drums or you play music, it's just something you're gonna have to deal with, there's nothing you can do about it. It's nothing serious, don't worry. Oh, it's tendonitis, don't worry." I finally went to another doctor who is my original doctor, but I was never able to go to him because I never had insurance that was good enough. I ended up getting a job that had really good insurance, and right away he looked at my hands, and without me even asking, he just said, "You have sausage fingers. Your fingers are swollen and red like sausages. You have psoriatic arthritis." So I asked him, "Okay, well, what's that?" Tell me, have you ever heard of psoriasis? I said, "Yeah, I've heard of psoriasis before." So, okay, well, psoriasis, it's a skin disorder. It's actually an autoimmune disorder that your body attacks itself and basically is eating away at your own skin. I also have arthritis because of that. So it's like a form of rheumatoid arthritis. My bones are deteriorating. He said that my bones are about the same consistency or density, whatever you want to call it, of that of a person who's had arthritis for 60, 70 years. So this went on for 5 years unchecked because doctors just didn't want to look. They didn't even bother caring. They didn't want to look at anything. They didn't want to do x-rays because I had no insurance. I was willing to pay for x-rays, but the doctors in the emergency rooms that I went to, they shrugged me off. 'Cause I'm young. Said, "Oh, you'll be fine. You're a young guy. Just walk it off." But I think that's messed up, and it's really bothered me. And now I'm to the point to where I really can't do anything. I played drums for 15 years. I still try to play my drums. I can't play nearly as much as I used to because I hurt. But let me tell you, if you feel that you have some sort of pain, find a doctor who's honestly going to care, and make them do all the tests. It's really not that hard to notice it, and it's a very common thing in people our age. People think, "Oh, arthritis, that's an old person's disease." No, it's not. No, it's not. It happens to a lot of young people. And trust me, you don't want to wake up one morning with your legs stuck, and so you have to sit there for about an hour and a half, sometimes two, and massage them and move them back and forth. Have your wife or your husband massage them, move them back and forth for you because you can't even do it without crying out in pain. Having your hands stuck like this in just this random positions because that's just the way they get. Or I end up with red palms like this. I don't know if you can't see it because it's on my iPhone, but the scaliness and the redness that my hands have, it's all over my knees, it's all over my back, it's all over me, and it hurts really bad. And so now every day I have to take pain medication. From that, and then also based on my childhood, I have really bad anxiety problems now, and so currently I'm on disability for anxiety, so I can't work, and I don't know what I'm going to do whenever I go back to work. I don't know where I can work. I used to work in the oil fields. I live in California. I worked out in the patch, and as a mechanic, I can't do that work anymore. It's too too hard on my body. There's absolutely no way that I'll be able to do that. So I'm really worried. The area that I am, you can't find desk jobs that pay as decent as the oil patch does. So me with my wife and my son, I have no clue what I'm going to do. I know I'll find something, but it's just really scary. Had this all been caught years ago, the very first time that I complained that I was hurting, it could have been caught and could have been not changed, because I was going to end up with it regardless. But the degree that I'm hurting definitely could have been lowered. There's days that I can't hardly get out of bed because I'm in so much pain. And so I don't know what to do. And then also with the pain medications they have me on, most of the places in the area that I live, and probably anywhere, you can't have that kind of medicine in your system and go to work. But I have to have this medicine, otherwise I can't move. So I'm really in a lose-lose situation. And I'm sure some people are going to think, oh, you're just crying, you're just whining, you're just being a little baby about it. But you know what? I pray that you never have to go through the pain that I have. And if you are going through the same thing as me, I feel for you. Let's comment with one another. Let's talk to one another. Let's try to help one another. That's the whole reason I'm doing this, is so that I can find ways to get my message out there. I don't have much to say. I don't know what to say. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a rheumatologist. I'm not any of that. I'm just a person with a disease. And I want to talk to other people who have the same problem as me, or have gone through it, or maybe doctors who can give me some insight on what to do. Because all I know now, and all I've been told is, here, get these shots. They might help. Here, take this medicine. It's going to take your pain away. And pretty much, as you get older, you're screwed. You're going to end up in a wheelchair, and there's really nothing we can do for you. You can take these medicines, but the side effects are so terrible that they could possibly kill you. Or you can take these medicines over here, and you may be fine for a few years, but then later on down the line, since there's steroids, they're going to mess you up either way. It's just a lose-lose situation. And I really have no one other than my wife who I can talk to about my pain. She has fibromyalgia, and her pain is just as debilitating as mine. But the difference is her body is not being broken down like mine is. She feels like she's being dipped in chili juice every day. There's days where she can't get out of bed a lot, and it's very sad to see that too. And I'm glad that I have her, that I can talk to her, but we have two different forms of pain. This is my first video, Really, I'm just, like I said, I'm posting this just to maybe get in touch with at least one person. If I can touch one person who's going through the same thing as me, then that'll help. If you would, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys very much.